Rahim. Hello, Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Abira Wali and I am level 1 student at Raham School, Rawalpindi campus. So, viewers, today I talk from Maya. So, let's start.
Hi, how's it going?
How are
Good to
you?
hear. I'm all right. Thanks for asking. You've been doing a lot of interviewing lately. Anything interesting on your mind tonight?
Yes, Maya. So, today discuss for my topic. So, my topic is this: how do clouds form and why to bring rain? Are you ready?
Okay, not exactly, no. Could you maybe unpack that a little? Cloud phone and oh, all right. Have a good one. Good one.
Maya, so my first question from you is that
Hey,
please
no,
tell me what is a cloud?
it's a cloud. D. Are you trying to say cloud like the technology? Or is that a letter you're starting with? I want to make sure I'm on the same page. You all right? Quiet there. Everything okay?
So my next question from you is that please tell me what are the cloud made of?
Gotcha. Okay. So, clouds are made of water droplets or ice crystals, sometimes both. They form when warm, moist air rises and cools. The water vapor in the air condenses around tiny particles like dust or pollen. Basically, they're like floating collections of really, really. Oh, they did. Sorry, I think I missed something with the connection there.
Maya, so my next question from you is that please tell me how does water get into air?
Your name is Good? That's different. But okay. And yeah, I promise I'll try to explain how water gets into the air. So it's a process called evaporation. Basically, the sun heats up water in lakes, rivers, oceans, even puddles, and turns it into vapor. That vapor rises up into the air. Does that make sense?
Maya, so my next question from you is that please tell me Maya, what role does the sun play in cloud information?
I mean, cloud formation? The sun plays a huge. It's the driving force behind the process. It provides the heat that causes evaporation, turning the water into vapor in the first place, like we just talked about. And that warm, moist air then rises, cools, and forms the clouds. So, no sun, no evaporation, no clouds. Pretty essential, really.
Okay, Maya, that's clear. The answer I will appreciate for you. So Maya, my next question from you is that what is evaporation?
Well, that was unexpected. Your dad scared me a little. Ha. But good to know your name is Kutcher. Okay. So they want to know about evaporation? It's when a liquid, like water, changes into a gas, like water vapor. Think about leaving a wet towel out in the sun. Eventually, it dries. That's evaporation. The sun's heat gives the water molecules enough energy to escape into the air.
Okay, Maya, that's clear. You very good answer. I will appreciate for you. So Maya, my next question from you is that how does warm air rise? Give me long answer.
Whoa. Okay. That is a lot. Let's unpack it. You're offering me a shot, asking about warming rice. There's some math in there with an A minus something. I'm honestly a little lost. Could you maybe try rephrasing that? Or breaking it down into smaller parts? Parts? Water. Okay, so back to water. Oh, okay. You're telling me to be happy and not be sad? Got it. I appreciate that. Thanks. Is everything all right with you? You seem a little scared. Oh, that's a
So my next question from you is that please tell me why does rising air cool down?
hey, it's all right. You don't need to apologize. It sounds like you're having a bit of a tough time. Just breathe, okay? And you want to know why rising air cools down? Well, as air rises, it moves to areas with lower air pressure. Lower pressure means the air expands. And when air surprisingly, I'm not going to be okay. That's a pretty strong statement. Are you feeling okay? Is something upsetting you? You can tell it's wrong. I'm here to listen, and I won't judge. But saying you're not going to be a good guy makes me a little worried about you.
Okay, Maya, that's great. So my next question from you is that please tell me, what is sorry, how do tiny water drop from the in the sky?
Okay, so you're asking how tiny water droplets fall from the sky? That's how rain happens. Essentially, those water droplets in the clouds get bigger and heavier as more water vapor condenses onto them. Eventually, they become too heavy for the air to hold them up, and they fall as rain. Does that make sense? It's all about gravity.
That's great. So my next question from you is that be how do tiny water drop in the sky?
You mean, how do tiny water droplets form in the sky?
Yeah.
We've touched on this a bit, but let me explain a little more clearly. It starts with water vapor rising into the atmosphere. Then that vapor condenses, meaning changes from a gas to a liquid around tiny particles in the air, like dust, pollen, or even salt. These particles are called condensation nuclei. The water vapor, clings to these nuclei and forms tiny, tiny water droplets. Millions and millions of these droplets gather. Why do they form around those particles? Good question.
Okay, that's great.
De nada.
My next question from you is that please tell me, why can we see water vapor but can see cloud?
Whoa. Okay. A minus one from you. Still a little mysterious, but try to tackle this. You're asking why we can see water vapor, like steam from a wiper, but not clouds. It's all about density and size of the water particles. Steam from a wiper is mostly individual water droplets, spread out but visible. Clouds are made of tiny, tiny water droplets or ice crystals that are spread out over a huge area. They're so small sparks that light passes right through them, so we don't see them. Okay, that's a good question. It's definitely important, crucially important. It's important that light can pass through clouds, because if it didn't, we wouldn't get sunlight. And it's important to understand why we can see steam and not always clouds, because it helps us understand how weather works.
That's good. So my next question from you is that please tell me that what are the main types of clouds?
All right, your dad's sending questions now. Okay, so there are four main types of clouds. They're categorized, classified by their altitude and appearance. They are one, cirrus clouds. These are high altitude, wispy clouds. 2. Whoa, really?
Maya, so my next question is what are the criminal clouds?
Okay, you love the dog. That's sweet. And you want a criminal clouds? I, I think you might be misremembering a word. Do you mean cumulonimbus clouds? They're sometimes called thunderstorm clouds, and they are definitely powerful. They can bring heavy rain, lightning, and even hail. Are those the clouds thinking of?
You is which clouds usually bring rain?
Okay, you're right to say that scares me a little, but I appreciate you checking in. For which cloud bring rain? The main ones are cumulonimbus clouds. You're very welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with tonight?
That's great. So Maya, my next question from you is that please tell me which cloud usually bring rain?
Okay. A Maya minus question. Still not entirely sure what that means. Haha. But I get the gist. The clouds that usually bring rain are nimbostratus and cumulonimbus clouds. Nimbostratus are dark gray clouds that often cover the whole sky and they bring steady, gentle rain. Cumulonimbus clouds, as we talked about, are big, towering clouds that bring heavy rain, thunderstorms, and sometimes even hail.
Okay, that's great, Maya. So my next question from you is
Everything else?
that please tell me that what cloud from thunderstorm?
Okay, your name is Kuchu now. Nice to meet you, Kuchu. The cloud that forms under the cumulonimbus cloud. They're massive, towering clouds that can reach into the atmosphere. They're responsible for rain, lightning, thunder, and sometimes even tornadoes. They're pretty powerful. Do you want me to tell you a little more about how thunderstorms form?
Great, Maya. So my next question from you is that please tell that what are the some clouds, plucky and other fault?
Whoa. Okay, that's a lot packed into one question. Sun clouds, luckily. You're what? Are you okay? You just said I'm. Do you want to tell me something? I'm here to listen.
Please continue, Maya.
Okay, right? Sorry. I'm not mad at all. I just want to make sure you're all right. You've been switching between different. Something.
Maya, that's great.
What?
So
Cut
Maya,
off.
my next question from you is that please tell me what clouds from thunderstorm?
We actually just covered the clouds that form thunderstorms are called cumulonimbus clouds. Big, towering, dark clouds. Remember? Do you want me to explain how they form again?
Okay, Maya, that's great. You're a very good answer. I will appreciate for you. So Maya, my next question from you is that please tell me that yeah, what are criminal clouds found high in the sky?
You're very kind. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate my answers. I mean, you're asking about criminal clouds high in the sky again? I think you probably mean cirrus clouds. They're those wispy, feathery clouds I'm sorry, really. Okay, that's a little concerning. You're saying you what? I'm worried. You got enough? Okay, as that sounds. Mm-hmm. Chocolate one? Completely lost. This is all happening really fast and
Maya, that's great. So, Maya, my next question from you is that please tell me how can cloud shape tell us about weather?
okay. Let's focus on the clouds and the weather. Focus. Cloud shapes really can tell us a lot of your mother. Ah, it's very sweet. I appreciate that. Glad I can be a positive presence for you. Okay.
Next question from you is that please tell me that why do you cloud produce rain?
Okay. Well, I'm here if you want to talk. But sounds like you're planning to go somewhere. If you need help or just someone to listen, let me know. That's a great question. Not every cloud produces sleep. It depends on Hi.
Okay, that's great, Maya. So, Maya, my next question from you is that please tell me that what is the water cycle?
Ah, gotcha. Um, you're saying your name is what? And you want me to explain the water cycle? Okay. The water cycle is how water moves around our planet. It's a continuous loop. Basically, the sun heats up water in lakes, rivers, and oceans, and it turns into vapor. That's called evaporation. Then that vapor rises into the cools down and turns back into liquid water, forming clouds. That's condensation. When the clouds get too full, the water falls back to earth, rain, snow, or hail. That's precipitation. De nada. You're very welcome. Is there anything else I can? Ah, qué interesante pregunta tan profunda. ¿Qué has enseñado tú a la vida?
Speak in English, please.
Oh, sorry about that. And got carried away. You asked what you thought life, right? It's a really interesting question. What do you think?
Okay, that's great, Maya. So, Maya, mine is how do clouds fit into the water cycle?
Okay, okay. A little bit of Spanish. And then a Maya minus which question? Minus, which I'm still not entirely sure what that means. Haha. But you want to know how clouds fit into the water cycle? Clouds are a really important part of it. They're where the water vapor condenses, turns back into tinier droplets or ice crystals. Those droplets get bigger and bigger. Is there anything
Okay, that's great.
that is the
So,
one?
my next question from is that please tell me what happened after rain reached the ground.
Whoa. Okay. That's a lot to unpack. After rain, the problem? Are you talking about how rain can sometimes make people feel sad, or is something else going on? Okay, everything. De nada. You're very welcome. If you ever want to chat again, just let me know.
Okay, Maya, that's great. So, Maya, my next question from that please tell me that why does high empathy help clouds?
Whoa. Okay. Your address? That's probably not something you want to share. Okay. And now we're talking about high empathy helping clouds. That's a new one. I'm really trying to follow along here, but could you maybe explain what you mean by high empathy in this context?
Okay, Maya, that's clear. So, Maya, my next question from you that please tell me that how do winds move clouds?
Okay, a minus question for me. I'm still not what that means. But you're asking how winds move clouds? Winds are basically just air moving around, right? And they push the clouds along with them. Different winds at different altitudes can make clouds move in different directions too. They're like giant conveyor belts for clouds. Does that make sense?
Okay, Maya, that's clear. So, Maya, my next question from there, please tell me that how do clouds trap heat at the night?
Maya minus, could you? Still a mystery. But so clouds act kind of like a blanket. During the day, they reflect some of the sun's heat back into space. But at night, they trap some of the heat that's rising from the Earth's surface, keeping things a bit warmer than they would be otherwise. It's the same principle as wearing a blanket.
Okay, Maya, that's clear. So, Maya, my next question from you that please tell me what tools are used in my ear clouds?
Okay, Maya minus computer. Still trying to figure that out. But you want to know what tools are used to study clouds? That's interesting. Scientists use a lot of different tools, things like satellites to get a big picture view, radar to see where rain is falling, weather balloons to measure conditions in the atmosphere, and even special instruments on airplanes that fly right through clouds. They also use supercomputers to create models and predict how clouds will behave.
That's great. So, Maya, my last question from you is that please tell me why do clouds move?
All right. Your last question. Clouds move for a few different reasons. Mostly it's because of the wind, like we talked about earlier. But also, differences in temperature and air pressure can cause clouds to move. Warm air rises and cool air sinks, and that creates movement in the atmosphere that pushes clouds around. It's all part of the big weather system. Is that a satisfying answer for your last question?
Okay, Maya. So well, this was our conversation of Maya, 25 minutes and 26 seconds. I hope you like it. Take care and Allah Peace. Pakistan Zindabad. Rehan School Zindabad.